lot of
right
people
now.
are. So, Joby, there's a girl that claims she was raped by a Sasquatch, but now she's in love. It
That's
was the
beautiful.
28th day of her ordeal, hopelessly lost in the rugged terrain of the North Cascades National Park. Cynthia, a biology major on her first solo wilderness trip, could not rise from the chill of the bed leaves in the dawn light. After 3 weeks of staggering through dense understory, barely surviving on mushrooms and a few raw frog legs, she had no energy left, and worse, no reserve of raw willpower to face another day. A thin snake, probably harmless, slithered over her leg. She saw it and felt it, and didn't budge. She closed her eyes and thought, Beats dying in a hospital, hooked up to machines in constant pain, staring at some cartoonish health advice poster on the ceiling. Started drizzling rain. She was ready to go and become one with the earth, to return to the endless cycle. Maybe reincarnation was a real thing, she thought. I've got good karma. I won't come back as a rat or a cockroach. Maybe a dolphin would be cool. Or a koala bear. Then something was brushing her cheek, persistently, like her pet cat's tail did when she was napping. She opened her eyes. Utter terror, but not more terrifying than certain death. Cynthia Ann was rescued last week, 33 days since setting out on the Little Beaver Creek Trail with backpacking gear and a week's worth of food after visiting her uncle Ethan and his family in the nearby wood, Birdsview. Stop tagging me, you're blocking my view. The logging crew found her ambling down a dirt road, softly weeping. At the hospital, doctors were amazed that she had lost only 7 pounds, with no ill effects beyond extensive poison ivy rash, yet more of her stubborn insistence that a Sasquatch had nurtured her. I interviewed Cynthia Ann on the balcony of her second-story apartment. Tell me everything, I said, all the details you care to speak of. She said the second week was really the worst. My phone went dead. It was so cloudy and rainy most of the time. I couldn't keep the battery charged with my Goal Zero. I had GPS reception and had planned the whole route on GeoTracker, but for 3 days I couldn't charge it, so I hiked out without GPS. I finally charged it, then I found out I was way off the route, so I had to bushwhack. I took the wrong path somewhere. I couldn't find the trail. It was so overgrown and twisty. When my food ran out, I really began to worry. One day I caught some tadpoles in the stream, and I was proud of myself. I had a selfie stick, and I had documented the whole trip from day one, and now this was a whole highlight so far. And the phone blacks out again. So disappointing. But that's really what kept me going, the video. It would probably go viral, and if I didn't make it out, well, maybe they'd think that, they'd find my phone with my body and post it. He said, so immortality on YouTube? She said, yes. So of course I kept the phone charged, but I finally ran out of juice. That's when I fell and slept and just gave up. Her phone buzzed again, another text message from a Sasquatch enthusiast. They're all dying to speak to her. She deletes it. I don't know why that's in there. When I woke up, I saw him beside me, touching my cheek. I was like, oh my God, what is this? A mutant bear? A gorilla? Not in Washington. I had never believed in Sasquatch. He was huge, dark, hairy, and he was, well, erect. He says, what do you mean, standing over you? She said, no, crouching beside me, erect. I don't think Uba had ever seen. Uba? Who is it you're calling Uba? She said, yes, that's how he likes to be called. I don't think he had ever seen a hairless female before. My clothes were in shreds and I was half naked. He sniffed me and started feeling my breast. I rolled over on my stomach and hid my face. Then he sniffed my backside and started pulling on my panties. I screamed, no! As loud as I could, and I kicked out, and it shocked me, scurried away, and sulked in the bushes, staring at
Oh,
me for a long time.
she's
And
being
then he
such a
just walked off.
tease, man.
You must have been terrified. Did you run away? She said, Run, I could barely sit up. He came back later with a handful of squirming bark grubs. He put a few in my hand and he ate the rest himself. He kept gesturing for me to eat, but I couldn't. He said something over and over again. Boo-wubba, Maka, Hoober, Tushi. And I believe that's a language. They had definitely have then. Then he got mad and he pushed a grub into my mouth. It was horrible. Then another one, then another one. I gagged, but I swallowed it. Then I felt this sudden energy, or maybe it was just hope. He gave me more grubs and I ate them. This excited him, and he got up again. He said, "He's standing over you?" She said, "No." Up again. He said, "Oh." Then he raped me. He just couldn't control himself. I was too exhausted. He didn't understand English, so I just gave in. Then he walked off, kind of like John Wayne in a fur coat. Now it was time for the hard questions. Cynthia, you said you ate mushrooms. Do you know what kind? She laughed. Haven't you heard? I haven't heard that one before. Yes, I know what kind. I am a biology major. They were not psychoactive. I was not hallucinating. The fact that I'm here proves it. I would be rotting in that bed of leaves now if it were not for Uba. He apologizes and tells her to continue. He disappeared overnight and came back the next morning with more grubs and some kind of plant that tasted like kale. The following day he brought a rabbit he caught with a twine snare and 3 birds he got with a boomerang. He wrapped the meat chunks in a kind of mini maggot paste. It was like eating sushi rolls. I was feeling more energy now. Every day it was the same. He brought food in the morning and afternoon. We did it, and then he disappeared overnight. He was fascinated by my bare skin. He was almost constantly up. He got more gentle, though. He would sniff and stroke and lick me all over. He even licked my dirty feet. He smelled like wet dog,
Okay,
but
this
I
is like
got
a
used to it.
sex thing.
This is
The
this
dirty
is
feet.
a real story.
This sounds like smut.
I'm starting to understand why you're into all these Bigfoot stories, miss.
Yeah, no, this ostentation.
Okay, what in the
Austin posted
actual
this.
fuck is going on here? Like, this is not entertainment. This is what
Pornography.
Nightmare Fuel is
This
made
is
of.
proof of Bigfoot,
It's
baby.
late night entertainment, is what it is.
This
Mills
is
and
Pornhub.
Boone
Yeah, but it's like
2.0.
fucking it's 9:30, man. Like I'm just getting started. It's about to get fucking off the chain right now. I'm about to roll out some sugar cookies. I'm not really trying to listen to Bigfoot fucking people or anybody because Bigfoot's not fucking real. How's that?
It's
Well, how'd she get
11:30.
raped by Bigfoot then, bitch?
It's
Uh,
11:30 for me.
this
So
is
anyway,
just fucking dumb. Like, no.
stop
Gilby?
derailing. Jeez,
Gilby?
ostentation posted this today. I didn't come across it by myself.
Stop
Anyway,
derailing. You've been reading a short story for 50 minutes, lady. It's enough.
it's not been enough 15 minutes. Get out of here. And I didn't get used to it. I didn't just get used to it. I waited. He was saving my life. I guess it was 4th or 5th day when he stayed and spent the whole night. I slept wrapped in his thick fur, warm at last. My stomach was full, and he even brought a gourd filled with fermented berry mush. It was lumpy like a sangria. We got really buzzed. The sunset was beautiful. The next afternoon, I felt energized and optimistic, and I tried to tell him with sign language that it was time for me to go, to try and find my people. I walked away, then looked back and blew him a little kiss. That was a mistake. He jumped and grabbed me. I broke free and I ran, but he chased me and got a switch and gave me 5 hard strokes on the bottom. I tried to wrestle away, screaming that I wanted to go home. 5 more strokes. I finally submitted. We went another night together, drinking more berry mush. He's a great whistler. He did tunes that sounded like Dixie and the theme from, I can't even pronounce that word. He made funny faces and I laughed, and he tickled me and I giggled and
Miss, I'm
giggled.
not trying to be rude, but literally nobody wants to hear this anymore. Everyone is
I wanna
complaining.
hear
I
it.
think we need to move on.
Why did the
Everybody
writer?
knew.
Why did the writer write out the phrase "I can't even pronounce that word"?
It's like it's a sexual short fiction that we just don't fucking care about. I think we could all do better than this. Let's take a vote.
Who's everybody? You're the only one complaining to me.
I mean, I was getting
Sorry,
way.
did anyone else want to chime in, or did you all want to listen to Mrs. 40-minute fucking talk about Bigfoot raping a woman? I'm sorry, was that something that everybody was interested in? My bad.
Listen to it. I love rape.
I have one question, Miss. Was this Karen B's
That's a
story?
fucking disgusting thing to say. For fuck's sake, like, have some fucking decorum.
Yeah,
Miss, was this Karen B's story?
This
You
is
know,
Karen B's story.
is she in Washington? Is she a biology major? And I thought she got kidnapped by Sasquatch anyway.
I don't fucking know. I
Sasquatch is not
tuned in
Bigfoot.
halfway through. I thought you was
So,
talking about Karen B. My fault.
I agree with Chode that as a group, we can write a better Bigfoot porno than this.
well, it's in the Washington Post, and she's getting paid six figures. If you read at the very bottom of it,
There's her
It's
incentive
Hey,
to
I'm
lie.
up for another career change. I know I just finished my second week at the new job, but I'm sure they can get by without me.
I mean, Alien
postscript:
Probe.
Cynthia Ann's lost video never made it to YouTube, but the hit British series "I Shouldn't Be Alive" is making a comeback, inspired by her story, and Cosmopolitan has paid six figures to publish a feature article about her affair with Peter.
Just
Jesus.
post the fucking link. We can read. Just post the fucking link. Thank you.
You know,
Not
for
everybody
a
can
friend.
read. Don't be insensitive.
I mean, they can sit in here and talk about bullshit all day long. I hardly ever talk in here, but when I do one thing, when it's really dead and quiet, then everyone wants to talk and complain.
No,
Exactly,
I mean,
miss.
you should go out for voice acting. It'd be good.
I mean, I have to agree that Bigfoot porn is a better space filler than Pete, but
Hey,
still
he
not
did
I mean,
lick
doing
her.
much.
He did lick her dirty feet.
And she wrapped herself in his fur. I mean, it's getting real spicy.
That's when the feet stuff came in. I'm like, okay, this might not be real.
That's what did it.
Yeah, that's what did it for me. Like, why
Yeah,
are
it
you licking
seemed a
her
little
dirty
fetishy.
feet?
That seemed a little fetishy. The fetish porn.
I mean,
It will,
we don't.
it will never see. Go ahead.
I don't think we kink shame here. I mean, I don't know if kink shame or supreme
No kink
kink
shaming.
shame.
No, it's not allowed.
Yeah, I'm not into feet, but hey, if someone else is, more,
Yeah,
It just
fine.
it just
You're
never
welcome.
ceases to amaze
tickle them
me
toes.
that people won't be talking at all. So I'll try to fill the air, and then suddenly people want to complain about anything I fill the air with.
Like, how dare anyone insult me because I like midget transgender porn?
It's like midget porn.
Y'all said the M word.
Okay, so
I'm
what?
sorry,
We also
little
said the
people.
T word. Yeah, but when you say little people, the people just think of the word midget. So does it really matter?
Dude, my wife is like 5 foot flat. Like,
Yeah, it
Yeah, but-
on her
fucking matters,
tippy
Toby.
toes.
No,
Last
it
I
doesn't.
checked,
My
Last I
daughter is
checked-
8 years old and nearly as tall as my wife already.
Yeah, but like
I
a
don't
woman
think
being 5 foot, that's
transgender is
like
a bad
that's
word.
like a normal white woman height. 5'6", 5'0". That's
I
like a
don't know.
normal
White women are
height.
rather tall.
Well, northern white women, sure.
Seems like black women are short.
No, black women are tall, bro. Black women are
No.
like 5'6".
No,
above.
I dated many black women and they're not.
Yeah, but
tall.
not real black women, not
Like-
Okay, so
Caribbean.
wait a
When you
minute. We
do
need to
come
know.
across,
Wait a minute, Flamingo. How tall are you?
I'm 6'2".
Okay. If you said 5 something, then I was gonna say, well, no wonder they're tall.
Well, no, it is statistically speaking, black folks are shorter than white folks.
Not the women.
No, well, the women are taller than the men.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, we're talking 5'8", 5'9". Like I have ran across
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
a handful of women, none that I've dated, but that are like 6 foot tall. Like Jesus Christ, you're a tall chick. But most of the women I've ever dated are a bit short. Maybe that just might be my fetish.
Welcome to the internet chat room where we talk about the most mundane shit ever.
I mean, I was reading
mean-
the story and I got derailed, so there's that.
Hey, Miz,
I
have
mean,
you
are
ever
you
heard
here
of
I
have you
got
ever
derailed
heard of
listening
what's
to
her
a
name?
song. You can continue. I'd like to hear it.
I forgot her
No,
name.
but would you rather give me some proof that the Earth's a globe?
Do we
Yeah,
have
here
to
we go.
talk about the
Pictures.
shape of the fucking earth? Really?
I mean, what do we want? I mean, the guy's complaining. I mean, we got the cater to our constituents,
Well,
right?
for all the people who wanted to read the fucking Bigfoot porn story, just post the link in chat and then they can read it on their own time.
Or people that don't want to hear what's in VC can take a break.
Oh my god, guys!
Yeah,
I just
Toad.
found a mother
Fuck you,
load
mute
of
yourself, Toad.
turkeys.
You're obnoxious.
She is.
Pardon?
Is it going to be like a 6-minute read or like a 16
Hey, come on,
minute
guys!
read?
Come on, guys! Chode is a valued member of this server.
She would have been done with the story by now.
That's true. It's really not that long.
Maybe Chode was raped by Bigfoot.
Stop.
Are
That's
you
not funny.
fucking serious, Joby? Don't fucking speak to me that way.
I'm sorry. You're
I'm
just
not.
sensitive about the Bigfoot raping people thing.
No,
I don't know.
I'm sensitive about anybody fucking raping me. Don't fucking talk to me like that.
Hey, it's Bigfoot. Maybe it's Bigfoot.
Joby.
I don't know.
The fuck up, Joby.
Joby, there's a
Joby,
fucking
don't
Joby,
Joby, stop
Hell
putting
yeah.
Joby bring down on stupid.
Right,
Joby,
when you
there's a
press the
fucking
button, you should
line you
back
have
off.
crossed it. Fucking stop.
Yeah. When you cross the line, press a button, you should back off. You shouldn't
Nah, bro.
double down.
Nah, bro.
If I cross someone's buttons, I would imagine they would let me know, and I would back off. That's I don't like
if she
when
can't.
people.
If she can't take it, she should leave.
I don't
What are
like
you,
when people otherize people, call them
Dude, what are you,
cockroaches and
some
rats,
fucking
demons and devils.
some like human with empathy and like actually care about people's feelings? Like,
No,
get
she's
out of
always
here.
interrupting shit. Fuck her. I want to hear about Bigfoot having sex with a beautiful white woman.
I didn't say she was white, racist.
Okay, but like, who else is gonna be hiking? That's a white person activity.
You sound stupid.
That's not coming from me. That's not coming from me.
Joby, if it's offensive, it probably came from you.
Okay. See, you need to have offense, because if there's nothing offensive, then thought can't evolve.
I do have a fence. It's white. It's picket.
Shit.
And I have flowers.
Typical.
And I have a great life. And you need to find that. I'm serious.
Hey,
you can.
I just shot
If you
I
just
just-
decide to go with one of those pretty black Bahamian women, you
That's
can
an
have
oxymoron.
loads of beautiful children. One of them might grow up to be a damn basketball player. You never know.
Okay. Well, I would hope that if I had a mixed race child, he would at least become a basketball star.
So anyway,
No, your
he
luck
made
would be
funny
like mine.
faces
I'll have a kid. Have a girl.
I know where this is going, so we're gonna stop that now, Joby.
Oh, an elk! Yes. An elk! Shut up, bitch! I didn't mean to call you that. I'm just excited for the elk.
He made funny faces and we laughed and he tickled me and I giggled and giggled. It was the full moon in a clear sky and I started thinking, I kind of like this guy a lot. And he really was a guy, just a different kind of guy.
What are you doing?
No, let's just let Ms. talk more about her fucking story and not address the fact that this server is a complete fucking shit show.
What did
and
old
that
boy
people
say?
like fucking Joby are allowed to say whatever the fuck they want, and nobody's gonna say shit. Fucking disgusting.
Just like you are. Just
All
like
you
you're
do is
allowed to.
complain. Shut the fuck up for once.
Complain. Let's listen to Ms. And I'm very interested in the story now. So it's rude of you interrupting.
Isn't it funny that like little people
it's
are like
rude
some of the
Fuck
curviest,
all of you.
like
Miss,
women in
you're
the world?
disgusting. Everyone in here who's gonna just support that bullshit is fucking disgusting. Fuck all of you.
What are you talking about, Chode?
Go cry me a river, bitch.
At it all the time. What are you talking about?
Anyway,
what happened?
And he was really a great guy, just a different kind of a guy. He was a biped. Only much, much larger. How could I be prejudiced? That's pessimism. I wanted to get back home, but I really didn't feel in a hurry now. So we slept peacefully, but it all ended the next morning. That's when the bitch showed up. Huh?
You should be muted for that.
For what?
She left.
Well,
what are you talking
boy
about?
said it earlier. It's fucking Bigfoot fanfic. Right?
You get first pick. Johnny, I'm sorry. You didn't find the cake, so you get last pick.
What the fuck is going on?
Someone's TV or something's going.
Renee, is that you?
works. Each of you is going to choose one
Renee
of
pass
these
out?
party items.
My bad. My bad. Nope. My bad.
Yep, you were
Jesus.
underwater.
So that's when the bitch showed up. I call her the siren for the horrible screech she made when she found us cuddled
Of
together.
course, there's a
His wife,
female Bigfoot.
I guess. What a hissy fit. She
To
kept
knock your
screeching
ass
and
out.
hitting him. How about you stop talking over me, Flamingo? What a hissy fit she threw. She
Yeah,
kept
let's
screeching
stop
and
talking
hitting
over
him and
fucking
trying
story
to hit
time.
me,
What a
but
great idea.
Uba protected me. They finally settled down. Siren made chewing gestures at me, like "Get the hell out of here before I rip you apart." I walked away. I glanced back. Uba was staring at me, looking very sad. Sad. That's when she knocked him
Yawn.
out cold with a big rock, bunk right on the back of the head. Terrified I was next, I took off running. By afternoon, I made it a mile away. That's when I found the dirt road. Right or left, I went right. The lumberjacks found me about an hour later.
Did
That's
she have
the end of
semen
it.
inside of her?
I
Is
didn't. It
this your
doesn't.
story, or are you reading this for something? Because if it was your story, you should write.
It's the Washington Post.
By the way, fucking Veach contacted me. I asked him if he was on strike, and he replied, "Yes, I'm on strike."